Hey, Sky. The defense wasn't great last year. I know you guys have 8 starters coming back, but beyond that, what's going to make y'all better?
Just trusting in John Hoke's scheme, Coach Hoke's new scheme that he's in place, and being able to run to the ball and be the first person to the ball, have that intensity. So intensity and just trusting in the coach's scheme is probably going to be the biggest thing this year.
Other questions for Sky Moore? Front row, left side.
Sky, listening to Coach Spurrier in the other room, he took some of the blame for the way things went defensively last year. What do you think really got it going in the wrong direction for you guys?
Honestly, from what I noticed last year, it was just confidence from the players and just missing a lot of tackles. Other than that, if you would look at the film, we were in the right spot. It was just missing tackles that really killed us. So that's just one thing we just got to change this year.
Other questions? Staying on the left side. Go back to the third row. Go ahead.
Last season, y'all got off to a slow start defensively, especially in that A&M game. How important is that North Carolina game this year to get off to a better start this season?
Yeah, it's very important. Just to build off our confidence and to show that we do have the ability to be a top defense in the country, and then that's just going to start the first week at Carolina.
Other questions for Sky Moore? Front row here on the aisle. Thank you.
Scott, what's the difference in the scheme between John Hoke and what Lorenzo Ward employed? What's the difference?
Well, with John Hoke's scheme, we have a base 4-3 defense, so with 3 base linebackers. And Coach Ward's scheme last year, it was really like 2 inside backers with a spur, which is like a little safety linebacker hybrid. So, but I feel like definitely in this 4-3 scheme, it'll affect us and help us out a lot.
Other questions? Left side on the back row.
Do you feel like that 4-3 is going to be better specifically for you as a linebacker there?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I have 2 great linebackers with me on the field, and John Walton and Bryson Allen Williams. And me being able to run and anchor the middle of the field is going to help me a lot as well. So,
other questions? Other questions for Sky Moore? Front row here on the left.
What do you stand to gain from more increased playing time this year as opposed to the 4 starts you got last year, but what you were able to do?
What was that? I'm sorry.
Just from getting more playing time this year, the 4 starts you had, and then coming into this year, probably going to get a lot more.
Yeah. Well, yeah, experience is a big thing because from experience comes confidence. And then if you have the confidence out there, your game is just up a whole different level. And I learned that personally from just last year. Just having the confidence out there and believing that you can make a play, it just helps you immensely. So that's going to be big.
Let's go to the back of the room on the platform.
Sky, the outside expectations last year for this team were sky high, not so much this year. What are those expectations do as far as your motivation and the team's motivation, to prove people wrong?
We basically talk about it almost every day in the locker room before workouts that, the country's sleeping on us and we just got to wake them up. And that's what motivates us to grind every day and just get better because we enjoy being the underdog, so we're just going to shock the country this year.
Scott, we're going to go over here to the left by the door. Go ahead.
Scott, I know you kind of transitioned to middle linebacker, I think, kind of on the fly. Is there more of a comfort level at that spot now that you're kind of have had a whole off season there?
There's definitely a lot more comfort level now. I'm more comfortable with the play calling and the schemes and everything, and I actually enjoy calling the defense. And just getting everyone lined up. So it's a good transition.
Front row, right here.
Continue to talk about scheme. A lot of folks are talking about the Tampa 2, which is a big NFL term. We know about the Mike Backer having to take that real deep middle of the field drop. And you enjoy doing that. I know we've seen Brooks in the day at Tampa doing that drop. Do you like dropping deep like that?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I love that because it just makes me feel like almost dropping into like a safety zone, you know what I mean? Just dropping back and be able to read the quarterback and then make a play. And I believe that's something I'm pretty good at, so I definitely thrive at that.
We'll go back to the right side, second row.
Skai, once again, your team's opening on that first Thursday, something that the program has done numerous times lately. Last year didn't go so well. Do you feel like, do the players going into that game against North Carolina this year, do you sense extra pressure, or do you not even worry about that, knowing that it's that first Thursday night game that most of the country will be involved in?
I don't think the team is really that worried about it. If anything, it would excite us, opening the season in college football. But as far as like making us nervous or like anxious about it, I don't see that happening.
Other questions for Skai Moore? Anything else? We do have one in the back here on the right. Go ahead.
Last year to have the lead in at least 3 games late, only to see that slip away, was that as frustrating as anything as you've encountered as a football player?
Yeah, definitely. Those late leads that we blew were pretty heartbreaking because we definitely feel like we were definitely closer to 10 wins last season than what we came out with, but we just let it slip up at the end. So this year we're just focusing on finishing and making it happen this year.
Any other questions for Skai? We have one here by the door.
Skai, I know you've played a lot your first 2 years, but now that you're an upperclassman, is your role within the team and in the defense maybe change a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. Just talking to the new young guys coming in that may feel nervous or anything, just letting them know that it is football at the end of the day, and I can attest to that because I was in their shoes not too long ago. So, and they definitely look at me for like some guidance and advice when it comes to playing early, and so I'm glad to give it to them.
Other questions for Skai? We'll get a mic over to you here. Third row on the right. Mike's coming. There you go.
Skai, Coach Hoke obviously has a lot of NFL experience, and in the NFL you see a lot of multiplicity in the defense, some 4-3, some 3-4. How much multiple scheme do you think you guys will play this year?
I think we'll have a few multiple schemes just based on situations, like maybe on the third long passing downs, we'll bring in a nickel back and take out the Sam or something like that, just to be able to have more pass coverage skill players in there. But other than that, not too much. Just something like that.